Hello, and today I'm gonna make a quick video talking about one of my favorite creators on YouTube, and that is Metatron. If you don't know this guy, he's one of the bigger guys that talks about like weapons and medieval stuff, but mostly Rome. Uh, Metatron, he is a teacher. He is the Italian, and he is a teacher of history and like language. So that's his professions. And this YouTube channel he is doing mainly out of passion. I mean, at least he did. And that is kind of the topic of this video because what is happening with his content lately? I mean, over like the last year or two is something that I'm, I'm a bit confused of it, but I mainly like don't like the direction that it's going to. And what do I mean by this? I have been watching him for like 10 years when he was talking about Rome and how did Rome became an empire, how did the politics in Rome works, what was like the triumvirate, how did it became from republic to imperium, then to the Byzantium and the western part, all of this stuff. And that was very interesting seeing an actual professional talking about stuff like this. But um, like the best videos that he made was when he was talking about gladiators, because those videos are like the absolute peak of his content. They are very informative, interesting, and it's something that most people don't know about. Like, check them out. They are absolute peak of production. Then he kinda switched his content to medieval stuff, I guess, because after 4 years of talking about Rome, you run out of topics, and that is why I kinda understand like he has to change his content, but that's not really my problem. My problem with his stuff is that when we look at his channel, like his YouTube channel, um, also here you can see like he's talking about Rome, talking about knights, mainly the Italians and Japan. He's very big fan of Japanese, like who would not be Japanese also. But the thing is about his content, if we look what he's making, it's just like talking about some news, talking about boogie here, some lol cow, TV show, okay, just some again like somebody said this and it's wrong, let's correct that, being kind of like the, I don't want to say morality police, because what he's saying is always like based on somebody's misrepresenting the history. But look at his content, like this one, reaction, reaction, again. Okay, this one is actually like historical when he's talking about executions, but again, reaction, like, okay, TV show. This one's actually pretty fucking good when he's showing like the museum from like 100 years ago. This video I like a lot. But what do we have left? Like, again, reaction. Some guy, this lame ass guy on the right, like said something. Let's correct that. I'm like, this one, very good one. Talking about castles, talking about slaves, how it actually was in history, not this black and white view of the topic. But again, like, Metatron, what are you doing, man? Like, once in blue moon, he actually drops like a good video that is, about explaining stuff, showing stuff, doing something that I actually, subscribe to see like very long ago, like these types of videos, like, how did Roman army evolved and stuff like this, or these videos when he's talking about, Bible and angels and explaining this stuff, you know, all of these things is like really the good stuff of his videos, not these like reactions to like Netflix and like other stuff. Like it's Netflix. Like being shit is the standard. Like if you watch Netflix, like you are consuming slop. You are pig. You know. But this is the state of his channel right now. We are almost uh, like a year back. But if you look at his old content, like let's type Rome here, and you can see it's like these videos, this playlist that is like very old. It goes like 8 years back. These videos are like amazing. He just explains, and here it is, the Gladiator videos, the absolute peak of his content. You know, why don't we see more of these and more of these like reaction stuff to like stuff like that? Like, I mean, this video talks is like a good representation of everything. He actually explains like what was the Africans doing in Rome, like, and granted, like all the videos he's doing right now, all the reaction to somebody said something are still like historical. He like explains like no, it actually was like this, and he always like tells the truth. Like I cannot say that he's pulling out some misinformation or stuff like that, but I don't know, it just feels like lazy, and all this reaction content, like he claims to not be political, but all I see is just these corrections, and I don't know, man, like it feels like the channel evolved in something it shouldn't be, and it should go back to the roots and like focus on Rome. Like you cannot tell me you run out of topics in Rome. That empire lasted for 2000 years. There is always something you can talk about, like explain the Greek fire, explain like the cavalry, explain how it was with Attila, like they here. Like talk about popes, talk about like crusaders, like stuff like that. Like talk about medieval Italy and why it was such a mess. Why wasn't Italy united in history, or like why did everybody in Europe call himself, the Roman Empire? Stuff like that. Like this one is great video. Like why gladius instead of spears? Like come on, Metatron. Like you know these things. Why are you just reacting to all the like political trash? You know. Anyways, I just wanna kind of rant about like the state of his videos that are like going into this direction, and I'm not really happy with it. I'm really not. So yeah, just go to your roots, bro.